Hi guys, this video is for the C-base table bracket installation.
I have 6 countersink screws like this, and you're gonna put on the adapter, and then you're gonna mount this onto this bracket here. So it's total of 6, and that's what these are for. These 6 screws are for. On the back, you just use the nylon lock and the washer here. Okay, and then after that, as you can see on my passenger side, you do have 2 holes already. I believe these 2 holes are on a lot of factory C-bases, and what we do, we're gonna utilize these 2 holes and we're gonna enlarge them. Start with the top one. In order to do that, you need a 11mm drill and a 6mm drill. Okay, you can use these about, I don't know, $5 each on Amazon. That's when I picked it up. You can use the standard size equivalent to it. Just find out what they are and you can use them. That's not a problem. And your hardware does include these ribbon nuts. You need a ribbon gun, like a hand tool that you can also pick up. Kind of look like this. I got this from Amazon also. So yeah, so we're gonna use that as well. So I went ahead and just enlarged these 2 existing holes. Again, these 2 holes are just like that's already exist on your factory Mercedes C-base. If you don't have those 2 holes, just remember you need to mount this bracket as low to the floor as possible. I don't know if you can see, this is pretty much the same width as the C-base, but this is swivel C-base. You're gonna have different C-bases with different years, models, but you want to mount this as close to the floor as possible. Okay, of course without touching it. I got about maybe not even an inch left that's gonna hit the floor here. So that's where you want to mount it if you don't have those existing 2 holes. But if you do, just enlarge them, you'll be fine. Okay, now we're gonna try to ribbon this thing. The ribbon nut it provides you is the M8s, 2 M8s and 3 M6s. So 2 M8s look like this. You're gonna use the M8 adapter that came with your kit. M8. Screw this one on there. All the way. Okay. Position inside of it. And you're good to go. Okay, usually what I like to do is, in this case, I'll mount the bracket onto using the bolts that's provided. I will mount this onto the bracket, and then I will make sure the second hole completely lines up to the existing hole here, and then I would make sure that it's completely lines up, and also you know, it levels. Basically, you don't want to mount it like this or like this. You know, not super tight, but to the point that I can just make sure that this is level, completely flat. And then I will mark the second hole there. Okay? I will just make a mark with a pen or with a dot, and therefore that is the place that you want to drill. So yeah, after I drill the second hole, so basically I determine the location of where that second hole needs to be. Make sure that you put the bracket back in there and it's completely flat. So we're gonna go ahead and mount the second ribbon nut back in there. Okay. There you go. And tie about halfway in, and then I'll do my power tools. Nice and tight, not going anywhere. Perfect. Let's go on to the other side. So the bracket now is in. As you can see, we have the 2 bolts here. We got the 2 bolts here for the little bracket that's still loose. What we need to do now is basically just drill 3 of these. So make sure this bracket is actually loosened. As you can see, I can still move it with my finger, and make sure that this is all the way against the C-base, and tighten these 2 screws, and then drill your 3 holes like that with the brackets on there, so you know that it's not going to move on you. Okay, after you drill those 3 holes, you're gonna insert the 3 smaller rivet nuts that's in there, and after that, you're just gonna repeat the process of riveting those rivet nuts inside those 3 holes, and then you put your provided M6 screws in there. 1, 2, 3.